Glaciers. Massive ice sheets that flow slowly, covering 10% of the Earth's surface. Most people don't realize glaciers' importance and why they're the keystone of life on Earth. You can only appreciate the magnificence and breathtaking nature of these enormous masses of ice if you've stood at the base of one. They are giant reservoirs, holding 75% of the world's fresh water. 90% of the world's glaciers are disappearing. Is this not alarming to you? A glacier is a giant ice-filled body that forms on land when snow accumulates and is frozen over a long time, sometimes millennia. When glaciers shrink or expand, it's a sign of climate change. Because it is so old, glacial ice is an excellent resource for studying climatic shifts. Do you know how significant these glaciers are to the world's fresh water supply? Or how they can be used to understand the effects of global warming? Whether your understanding of glaciers is as small as an ice cube, I'll discuss 8 exciting facts in this video that will help you to understand why glaciers are such an essential element of our planet's ecosystem. But before we dig into today's topic, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to smash the bell icon. Welcome to Curiosity Corner. Number 8. Frozen graveyards. A glacier can be a frozen graveyard for many. Hundreds of people might be lost forever under the ice of this coldest region. Since more and more people flock to see the melting marvels of frozen glaciers, tragic incidents have become all too common. Every year, people get injured or die on the glaciers. Some are mountain climbers attempting dangerous routes over glaciers, while others are curious sightseers who want to get a close look at the melting ice. Deaths in glaciers are rare, but falling rocks strike some people. Some get trapped beneath crumbling ice shelves, and others get smashed by enormous chunks of ice. Number 7. Red flags and warning signs. Undoubtedly, the massive bodies of ice pose a threat to humans in many ways. But if you take proper safety measures, traveling to a glacier can be an adventure. Giant ice chunks might collapse at any moment due to the glacier's potential for instability on its front and flanks. Crevasses are dangerous too, because they are hidden by the snow, making them invisible. If you're planning on hiking or skiing on a glacier, you must know about glaciers to choose the appropriate path and be safe. Glaciers are not for walking alone. It would be best if you traveled in a team adequately roped together with specific equipment. Number 6. Climate change. It's not only ice we lose as glaciers go away. Whether glaciers are expanding or contracting, moving forward or backward, they show how the weather has changed. The living system of the Earth depends on them, and they impact our daily lives. Due to man-made carbon emissions and other harmful gases, temperatures have risen, especially in the polar regions. Thus, glaciers are disappearing quickly and shedding into the ocean. As glaciers recede due to climate change, certain bacteria species preserved in ice sheets could pose a health danger. And let me break some news to you. By 2090, most central Swiss glaciers will be lost. In addition, zombie ice, which is dead ice and not accumulating fresh snow, is melting at both ends and will raise the global sea level by 10 inches. Number 5. The 2 categories. Most of you may not be aware that glaciers fall into 2 major types: alpine glaciers and continental glaciers. In the Alps, glaciers tumble down the mountains and across the valleys. Conversely, continental glaciers encompass vast, flat areas and represent continuous masses of ice much larger than the alpine glaciers. Small continental glaciers are called ice fields, while giant continental glaciers are called ice sheets. Number 4. Sculpting the landscape. A glacier begins to slide down a hill because of the tremendous pressure exerted by all of the ice it contains. They degrade the ground underneath them and change V-shaped mountains into U-shaped valleys. Rocks and debris deposited by glaciers may also sculpt the landscape. When ice melts, the rock, sediment, and other material it previously held fall to the ground. Ice melting at a glacier's base may deposit sediment downstream. When glaciers move over sediment beds, they may also move sediment upstream. Number 3. Slow-moving giants. Glaciers move by flowing over sediment and rock debris lying under the surface. Gravity-driven movement of glacial ice pushes it from extreme levels to low levels. Ice grains slide past one another as the pressure in the glacier increases because of weight, and the ice slowly moves downhill. Their average motion speed is 25 centimeters per day, or around 10 inches. Records have registered speeds as slow as 50 centimeters or 20 inches in a year. Number 2. Hiking alone. Despite glaciers' somewhat dull appearance, hiking is one of the many activities you can engage in to explore this strange and intriguing area. Even though it is advised to hike in groups, going on a solo glacier hike is still possible. Dry glaciers are the preferred route since they are less likely to have crevasses. Hikers can more immediately see the dangers of this kind of glacier. Number 1. Blue tint. Why does glacier ice look pretty different from the ice found in ice cube trays in a refrigerator? The most straightforward answer is that water is naturally turquoise, so ice that takes on that hue when frozen. Glacial ice that is several thousand years old is thicker and appears considerably darker in shade. Now, let me give you some quick science lessons. Glacial ice contains air bubbles when it initially begins to freeze. The older ice becomes blue as it is buried and compressed under newer ice. The bubbles diminish in size as the ice becomes thicker. Light penetrates ice deeper without air bubble dispersion. Glaciers seem blue because old glacial ice acts like a filter, soaking up red and yellow light while reflecting blue. This accounts for their bluish appearance. Without glaciers, the ice bulldozers that shaped landscapes over millions of years, the Earth would look drastically different. Ice avalanches, crevasse falls, unexpected glacier flooding, and other hazards combine to make glaciers a path of death. However, they are one of the wonders the Earth offers and are vital for the biosphere's function. So, this is it, guys. Did you enjoy watching this video? Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to stay up to date on life's bright and curious side. Until the following video, peace out.